the vanishing machines. Not long ago, robots were the stars of every tech story. They promised a future where machines would walk, talk, and work alongside us, reshaping industries, labor, even love. From assembly lines to delivery drones, the dream was loud and visible. Then they disappeared. Robots stopped dominating headlines. The excitement faded into the background, replaced by a sudden obsession with AI. Not the machines themselves, but the software running in the cloud. Why did the world stop talking about robots? Was it because the future they promised was closer than we thought? Or because someone wanted us to look elsewhere? When robots were big news, robots once held the world's imagination hostage. The fear, the wonder, the promise of something beyond human. In the 1980s and 90s, science fiction shaped our nightmares. The Terminator, RoboCop, I, Robot, machines that looked like us, fought like us, and eventually replaced us. In the 2000s, that fiction became something close to reality. Honda's Asimo, Sony's robot dogs, Boston Dynamics' Strange, stumbling androids. By the early 2010s, robots were everywhere. Warehouse workers, military drones, automated cars, humanoid prototypes doing backflips, factories filled with robotic arms, delivery bots hit sidewalks, military prototypes rolled out quietly. By 2014, it felt like we were living inside a soft launch of a robot-assisted future. Then suddenly, silence. The headlines moved on. The coverage dropped. The conversation changed. AI took over the spotlight. It wasn't the machines that changed. It was the narrative. Suddenly, the world stopped asking how machines would move and started asking how they would think. ChatGPT, Mid-Journey, Siri, Alexa, invisible minds and invisible servers. The headlines became digital. The dreams more abstract. The fear, less about machines that walk, but about AI replacing writers, designers, coders, not drivers or cleaners. But here's the thing. While you were distracted by chatbots, machines didn't stop evolving. They just stopped showing us. Where did all the robots go? Ask yourself this. Why would the tech world stop talking about something as disruptive as robotics? Why pull the plug on public fascination right when things were getting real? Maybe because the robots didn't fail. Maybe because they succeeded too well in secret labs, military contracts, and government testing sites. The next generation of robotics is being developed behind thick black curtains. They're not clunky, slow prototypes anymore. They're fast, agile, uncannily human. And now, equipped with AI minds that never sleep. The robot revolution didn't vanish. It went classified. They told you AI would replace coders. They forgot to mention, robots can replace everything else. The narrative switch. The trick was simple. Make you fear the ghost. Forget the body. While the public panics over AI stealing white-collar jobs, another story unfolds. One where robotics and AI merge, not as separate threats, but as a unified system. Mechanical bodies guided by neural networks. Surveillance bots, combat bots, police drones, crowd control systems, all built far from public eyes. So why tell people to learn trades and avoid desk jobs? If the real plan is to automate everything, why flood the media with AI talking points? If the real machines are physical, simple, distraction is protection, delay is strategy, and silence is consent. By the time you look up, they won't just be in labs or factories. They'll be everywhere. Shops, streets, schools, enforcing rules, reinforcing order, and you'll be told there for your safety. The new silence is strategic. Remember how fast this happened? In less than 10 years. The media went from robot utopia to AI apocalypse, from fears of factory automation to dreams of prompt engineering. It wasn't natural. It was curated. Robots were deplatformed from the public imagination because the ones in charge didn't want curiosity. They wanted control. And what better way to maintain control than to build a silent army? A robot that can move and think, a machine that can see you and predict you. Physical obedience meets digital surveillance. Imagine Boston Dynamics dogs fused with GPT-5 level logic. Imagine a riot control unit that doesn't get tired, doesn't hesitate, and doesn't forget. That's the real end game. And no one's talking about it. So, where are the robots now? They didn't vanish. They were perfected. And now they wait, somewhere behind tinted hangars and encrypted servers. The new machines are ready. Not viral, not clumsy, not cute, just efficient. And soon essential. You were never supposed to notice this part, because the real takeover was never meant to look like a takeover. It was meant to feel like progress. So the question isn't, where did the robots go? The question is, when will they reappear? And who will be giving the orders when they do?